Hi everyone, this is Juliana Avdeeva here. Welcome to the third episode of Avdeeva Shostakovich project, and today it's time for the G major Prelude and Fugue number 3 from 24 Preludes and Fugues, opus 87 by Dmitri Shostakovich. First of all, thank you so much for your amazing comments for the previous videos, as they give me such an inspiration, such a joy to read them. As you know, I'm working on these pieces for a while now, and it's so great to have this freshness that I can a little bit get a new perspective, get out of my bubble of my own associations. And I'm so grateful to you that you are so openly share them. They are sometimes very refreshing for me. Like, for instance, Hazel was commenting that A minor fugue reminds her on the second piano sonata by Prokofiev. I think she was meaning the scherzo, which is exactly this type of music. And so please continue do it, because it gives me so much. It's such an enrichment, such an inspiration, and just amazing. So I will also go on in sharing my personal feelings about the coming pairs. So coming to the Prelude and Fugue in G major, it's already a very special pair. And you will see why, especially the fugue, spoiler, will give us an amazing example of using a Baroque form in the 20th century. But we start with the prelude, and it opens like this. Lines, we already have the three characters of this prelude, and I cannot help myself, honestly. I always in this prelude have to think about the masterpiece by Modest Mussorgsky, his opera Boris Godunov, and I will explain you why. Because for me, this first theme powerful, it's so spacious. So for me somehow, maybe because it takes also there is so much space indeed, it just, I see his figure, this very this straight back, head like this, and you know, the special coat, the special, of course, dress. And then immediately, it says Pesante, by the way, immediately we have the second character, which is also marked as marcato. Maybe you remember in the opera Boris Godunov there is this very special character which is in Russian called Yurodivый. So this is a kind of blessed fool. So it means that this is someone who is very poor, who lives on the streets, and says everything he or she thinks. And this is sometimes a very painful truth, but nothing will happen to this person in a way, because he or she is full. So it means that this is a very special way of expressing yourself in a very painful, very unpleasant way. So for me, this exactly this kind of person. One just pianistic detail here, Shostakovich will not mark any middle pedal in this cycle. Basically, he very rare marks also the right pedal here. However, I think that we have two options here in this line for this texture. You see, we have this very long chord and this motif in the upper voice. So we have two options. One, we take the right pedal for the chord. I cannot hold it because it's I only have two hands. I would need three here. So the right pedal. okay. It's still represents the will of Shostakovich. For me, in a way, of course, because it gets it's this marcato, this such a contrasting character. It's not so clear in this version. So I decided for myself that I will go for the middle pedal, and then it will sound like this. Sharper, so and for the contrast becomes bigger in my opinion. And then immediately we have to come to the third character, and for me this is very fascinating because it combines both elements. So we have in the right hand a kind of this element from the first motive, and in the left hand. So I think that for me this left hand represents the people. They are gathered on square, and they cannot decide should they follow the Tsar, should they follow the opinion of the blessed fool. So this brings this feeling of threat. It threats us. So how is it? Because also with the dissonance, this is so difficult. Honestly, this is kind of unplayable 16th in here. So these are the three representatives. So the Tsar, the blessed fool, and the people. For me, in this prelude, we have also kind of bell moment here before let's say the great climax comes in fortissimo, where it apparently sounds again very G major, very, very light, but let's see these bells. See what we have. So we have the power motif, then we have but at the end we have again this dissonance, which brings, yes, again this feeling of being in danger, or something what is already something dangerous, something terrible, which might happen. It will happen, but not in this set of Prelude and Fugue, I mean. So this is this amazing prelude. So, but let me know your thoughts, because you might have a completely different picture of this prelude. I would be very curious to learn. Fugue. The fugue, as I already said, is something very special, but can you tell me which dance is it? Exactly, this is the jig. So we have a very clear 6/8 bar metrum. We have this amazing scale with the crescendo, with those very typical jumps. And look, this is absolutely amazing. So this tension between those notes, it's so amazing. And then we have this like ricochet, this staccato. The counterpoint is, so we have these syncopations with accents. So we have indeed this double. This is such a joyful, such a careless maybe, and energizing music. This is absolutely fantastic. And of course, the way of this crescendo, it's such an such an energy which comes out here. This is absolutely amazing. Fugue, which represents the Baroque form, jig, in the modern contemporary form. Basically, we'll have the same material throughout the fugue, with those amazing scales, with those extravagant jumps in staccato. We'll have a look now on the section in the development where we reach the flat keys, and let's explore together how Shostakovich will bring us back to G major in fortissimo. So we have the E flat major here, and then we're back in G major with this amazing stretto. So we have the subject in the upper and in the lower voice. And there is only, as I said, there is only one spot where Shostakovich writes another articulation here, which is tenuto, and then which leads us to coda, which is also something special. So let's see how maybe what he would have might have mentioned with this tenuto. Subject in all three parts. Suddenly this A flat major. Shostakovich puts meno mosso here, so he wants us to get heavier. It's such a luminous piece. Absolutely fantastic. Adore it. Please let me know your thoughts on this pair and see you next week. Bye.